Have you ever wished there was just some simple formula to help you deal with things that happen to you every day? Well, there is. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome to Men on Fire. My name is Mike Wren, a former mechanic and engineer turned transformational teacher. And each week I'll deliver an inspiring message to help you excavate those repressed inner negative feelings and install new thoughts that will finally allow you to truly become the person you were born to be. Welcome, and welcome to another episode of Men on Fire here on Soul Mechanic TV and Soul Mechanic Radio. So I wanted to talk today, as the intro alluded to, a simple formula that will help you get through things that happen to you every day. So we all know we'd love to have complete positive attitude all the time. That would be wonderful. I know maybe some of you don't even want to have a positive attitude at all, but this will help you too, whether you have a positive attitude or a predominantly negative attitude to all the things that happen to you. Because throughout the day, things happen to us no matter what, right? When we do something, we go out or we see people or even talk to people on the phone, it doesn't matter. Stuff just happens. And so a lot of it, really, to be honest, we don't want to happen, but we have to deal with it. So to help try to defend against the overwhelm that we might often get, which causes things like stress and anxiety in our lives, here is a simple formula that I'll present to you now that you can use to help you with all of that. And here it is on this 3x5 card. It's EAR, just like your ear, right? So you can easily remember this. So it's events plus actions equals results. So it's not necessarily the events that happen to us or what happens to us, because many things are going to happen to us throughout the day, the week, the month, the year. But it's how we respond to those things that happen to us that really matter. And the response is the action part. So the E, of course, is the event, things that happen to us. And the A in the formula is actions. So what actions do you take? How do you respond? So that is the critical quotient, because how you respond will give you your results. And you've heard me say many times in other videos that the way we think is the way we feel, and the way we feel is the way we act, and the way we act is the results that we get in our life. And that's so true. That's just a longer version of that, right? So this is a real simple formula. And you can go back to the way you think. Of course, even before thinking, there's things like desire and intention before even that form the thoughts, right? And then even on our thoughts, there's things like beliefs and things that we've learned and been programmed over the years to respond to. So all those things come into play too. But I mean, that's for a later video. But it's how those things make you feel, right? How do those events make you feel? Because we all act on our feelings, whether we like it or not. If we're feeling good, listen to some groovy music, and we're having a good time, even if we're vacuuming or sweeping, maybe a mundane chore, we still seem to be happy and upbeat, right? Because we're feeling good. And then something happens, somebody walks into the room, has had a crappy day, and they're feeling terrible, they're feeling down, and they come home with a great big negative sign, and they kind of take it out on you. Well, I had a rotten day, and this happened, and that happened. And maybe they weren't able to respond the way they wanted to because of constraints at work or with peers or whatever that happens to be. And now they need to disclose some of that to you, or feel the need to disclose that to some of you, which is fine as long as you say, hey, whoa, I didn't cause that. I'm happy to listen, but let's not go off the deep end here, and let's figure out how you can respond to some of the things that happen, because that will give you your results, right? The actions you take will give you the results. And as I've said before, you're 100% responsible for everything that happens in your life. And I know you might think that, well, somebody ran into me when I was driving the car and it was their fault. And you know what? Yeah, it probably was more their fault, because they probably did something wrong, and you didn't. You were in the right in this, as far as traffic laws go, in this situation. However, you put yourself in that situation by, maybe, I got to go get that at the store instead of waiting till the evening or the next day or whatever. Whatever that is, you still had some responsibility. So you have responsibility for everything that happens in your life. And once you accept that, and you don't play the blame game on everybody else, and it's not your fault, it's somebody else's fault, which I see so much, and even more so during this pandemic, because we're all a little antsy and we want to get out and do more things, and we've had enough with the masks and enough with what's looked upon as oppression by having to do certain things and stand in lines and wear masks in stores, and it goes on and on. Take vaccines, you got to get vaccinated, all of that. Some people really feel that's against their rights and freedoms, and that's again another topic. But if you follow this really quick formula, and I'll hold it up again, it's EAR, E-A-R, just like your ear, right? Events plus actions equals results. And that, my friends, will help you discern how to react, because it's the event that happens, and you go, okay, this really bad thing happened. Okay, that's good. Acknowledge that, and then say, how am I going to respond? Or what action would I take? Or shall I take? Maybe I need a day, or maybe an hour, or maybe a few minutes, even to just take a few deep breaths before I respond. And none of that knee-jerk reaction. Because a lot of times those quick responses, unless your life's in danger, really don't work out very well. And we always have some regrets, maybe, or things we said or shouldn't have said, or done that we shouldn't have done. So EAR, like your ear, events plus actions equals results. So you can remember that and hopefully use that in the future to take care of yourself, to cause less stress, less anxiety, less overwhelm, and have a much more happy day and positive outlook on life in general. This has been the Soul Mechanic. I'm so happy to bring this message for you today, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. And remember, you're the one. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. As always, keep what feels good and dump what doesn't. And remember, live without judgment, give without expectation, and love for no reason. Follow those 3 simple expressions, and you'll be well on your way to an inspirational, intentional, and successful life. Until next time, you're the one.